Hello everyone, here is your support video for this week. I want to say thank you for last night. You guys really participated and seemed enthusiastic when we were talking about the statistics, when we jumped right into the Woodcock-Johnson, and I really do appreciate your enthusiasm when learning assessment. I know it's not an easy topic, so thank you for what you're doing. I'm going to take my video off now and go through the expectations for this week. So we're going to go into the weekly course content and scroll down to week 3. You can see that the PowerPoint is right here. I'll have the support video there. We went over the critical reflections, the norm reference tests, which remember page 95 goes more in detail around that, and then the descriptive statistics, motivating the unmotivated using growth mindset, and then we were working on best practice in the administration of the Woodcock-Johnson, and we made it all the way to test 3, so that's actually not so bad. Your expectations for this week are to read chapters 4 and 5 in the Overton book and complete critical reflection number 3. So let's just go over what the reflection is asking you to do. It's due on the 20th. Before class starts. So what are 3 ways you identified in your textbook and that you believe will work based on your experience that can reduce disproportionality of certain groups who have been inappropriately referred or over-referred or under-referred for special education services? So what are some of the things that we are trying to do in education to make sure that the students in our classes are getting the appropriate services, especially when it comes to special education or services within their classroom? Here's your hint. A lot of these are around response to intervention and making sure that the classes that the students are taking actually support their learning. And so strategies are being used and things like that. So I will let you go with it, but just know that those are the types of things that I'm looking for in your answer. And you can refer back to your text as you're answering that. And then also like what you've seen in classrooms, compare what it's in your text to what you've seen in classrooms. The next question is, how would you explain the following concepts to parents and students? So this one's a pretty big one. It's, when we take tests, you get a raw score. Sorry about that. I just had a phone call that I had to take. So anyway, I will jump back to how would you explain the following concepts to parents and students? So remember last night we talked about the raw score, and that's the actual number of responses that the student got right or points for. And then the derived score is how you change that score into having meaning. And oftentimes this is done with age equivalent, so how they fall within the range of other people their age, or at what age are they working. And then grade equivalent, how did they fall along the track as far as people their grade, or at what grade are they, are their abilities. And then percentile rank, remember that was the one where if you are at the 50th percentile, then you are average. And if you're at the 70th percentile, you're above average. And the 30th percentile, you're below average, or there's some skills that you still need to gain so that you can be about at the same place as your peers. For normal distribution, that's the mean, the central tendency, the variability, so how different the scores are in a test, the standard deviation. This is where we went through the whole class and we decided kind of where everybody was from the middle of us, and how far away from the mean they are, either in the positive or the negative. The one sentence about the Woodcock-Johnson 4, remember to put normed in there. It's a normed test. It's normed for ages 2 to 90 plus, and then all the different subjects that it actually tests. Why is fidelity important when assessing students? I will let you remember this, but look in your book, think about what we talked about. I used that word a lot last night, so really pull from that to say why you're committed to fidelity while you're assessing students. And then I also want to know about your experience in the course so far and how you feel about my style of teaching, the coursework, the readings, and if there's anything that I can do to improve your experience in this course. I'm very much committed to you being the absolute best special educators possible, so let me know how I can help us get there. As always, please let me know if you have any questions. I am here to support you. Thanks and have a wonderful day and wonderful week.